What's up, everybody, and thank you for listening to Mastering the Mindset. My name is Dariusdotch, and I'm an actor, hip-hop artist, and fitness and life coach. And I'm here to personally help you train and improve your mindset so that you can, 1, become the best version of yourself mentally, and 2, gain focus and motivation to be able to take action and achieve the success in life that you want and deserve. Before we get started, please like and subscribe to my channel, and at the end of this episode, if you liked it, please share it with a friend or a loved one or someone who would benefit from hearing this message. I'm so glad you're here, and I'm ready to go on this journey with you, and that journey begins now. All right, so today we're going to be talking about distracting your distractions. Distracting your distractions. So we all know that when we're trying to be productive and when we're working on things, distractions will come about. Right? We're all human. We have distractions. We also have a pretty good idea of what our distractions are. And we understand that the smaller amount of distractions we have means the better chance we have at being productive. So before I give you these tips that I found, let me share with you some information I found in this article I read. So in this article, they explain research that was done. They did research on 300 undergrads. And they found that a 2.8 second distraction that happened in the middle of them working on something caused the number of errors they had to double. Let me say that again. A 2.8 second distraction caused the number of errors to double. 2.8. So all those times during the day when you're working on things and getting things done, and you take a quick second to check your text or your email, or even reading the preview of a text, imagine how much of a distraction that really caused. Now, that's definitely one I need to get better at myself because I do it all the damn time. Okay, so I want to give you 8 tips to help you distract your distractions. Number 1, which I think is the easiest one, and we all know what it is, but it is control your notifications. We all know this, right? But there's a difference between knowing you're supposed to control your notifications and actually doing it and actually controlling it, right? So if you have a way to turn off your email notifications on your computer, do it. I suggest turning your phone on silent and setting it face down so you can't see it light up and be tempted to check it. Turn off all the notifications you possibly can. Try to let the least amount of notifications as possible get to you. So that's number 1, control your notifications. Number 2, make the times you really need to be productive, make those times be the no social times. So that means no checking Facebook or Instagram or Twitter, right? Now, I can't do this because I need them, right? I need those to grow my business and to work on my business. But a lot of people I follow for mindset tips, they suggest deleting those apps from your phone in general and only having them on your desktop. Right now, like I said, I need these apps to grow my business. But what I did was I downloaded a task managing app. And what it does is it limits access to only the apps that you need for a certain period of time. And it won't let you access those apps until the time you set goes off or goes up, or you have to go through a number of steps that are really annoying to be able to unlock it and get that access. But we all know these social media apps are addicting, and you can easily plan on looking at it for just 5 minutes, and the next thing you know, an hour has gone by and you still scrolling. So that's number 2. The third tip I have for you is called the Pomodoro technique. And I've mentioned this before, but basically it's 25 minutes on and 5 minutes off. So you set an alarm for 25 minutes and you get to work. Hardcore work. Work on one thing for 25 minutes. And then when that 25 minutes is up, take a 5-minute break, right? And do what you need to do in that break. And once that's done, either get back to that project, or if you have other things that you want to do and can come back to it in another chunk of time, then do that. But the object is to work on something with no distractions for 25 minutes at a time. And that will really increase your focus, really help you be way more productive. That's number 3. Number 4 is use headphones. Now, especially if you're able to use headphones at work, I suggest using the kind that go over your head. And the reason why is because people are less likely to come up to you and distract you if you have headphones on, if they can see those big headphones over your head. And also, it'd be harder to hear other people's conversations and get distracted that way. And the music you listen to is actually really important. Now, unless you're doing something that doesn't require you to think, like cleaning or doing something physical, it's not the best idea to listen to music with actual words in it, because those lyrics will distract you, probably more than you realize. You may think it's not, but science tells us your brain can literally only focus on one thing at a time. So if you are listening to the lyrics, your focus is pulled away from your work. So what people suggest is listening to classical music or studying music or instrumentals, right? Things that won't be distracting you. What's up, what's up, what's up? I want to take a quick moment to say thank you so much for listening to this episode, and to also let you know that this podcast is 100% donation driven, which means it's completely funded by you, the listener. So if you like the content I have to offer, I would love it if you can make a donation and you get to pick the amount. I left links in the description of the video as well as my homepage. You can choose which way benefits you the best to donate. And if you need more options, please feel free to email me at dariusdotch@gmail.com. That's dariusdotch@gmail.com. Again, thank you so much for being here, and let's get back to it. Tip number 5, clean up. Make sure your workspace is neat and organized. Clean off your desk. Clean the amount of open tabs you have on your laptop. All those tabs can be distracting if you're trying to focus on one thing, right? So clean up all the things around you, whether it's in the physical form or on the internet or on your phone or laptop. Tip number 6, find out when you are most productive throughout the day, whatever time that is. Now, for me, it's around 8 in the morning to about noon. Now, everybody's will be different, right? Studies show that it's usually between 2 and 4 hours after you wake up. But figure out when yours is. Save that time for your most important tasks. Protect that time. Protect that time with your life, right? That time is going to be the most important time for you to be productive and not distracted. Tip number 7, do not multitask. I repeat, do not multitask. Now, I don't really need to dive into this one. Multitasking is a myth. Your brain can literally only focus on one thing at a time, and it makes you 20% less productive, studies show. When you try and multitask, you are actually less productive. And what happens is you're not giving your all of your attention to the things that are the most important. So again, do not multitask. And tip number 8, plan ahead for what could be a distraction to you and figure out how to avoid it if possible. Now, whatever that may be, right? Maybe you know this guy at work who won't shut the hell up whenever he sees you. Well, if you know he usually stops you when you're walking down a certain hallway, plan to go a different route or at a different time, or already have what you're going to say ready to cut the conversation short. A simple example for me, how I plan for my distractions is, I know on the weekends, especially during football season, I can't concentrate on nothing. So what I do is I make sure that I have all my work done by Friday. So that way Saturday, Sunday come, I don't have any distractions. I'm not trying to multitask. I'm not trying to look at the TV and cram in all the work I have to get done before football comes on. Nope. I work Monday through Friday to get all my things done before football season, before football comes on, because I know I'm no good. Again, that's number 8. Plan your Plan your distractions. Know what they are and be prepared for them. So, quick recap. Number 1, control your notifications. Turn off as many of them as possible. Number 2, make those times you need to be productive. Make those times no social time. Number 3, the Pomodoro technique. Number 4, use headphones. 5, clean your space. 6, save your most important task for your most productive time of the day. Number 7, do not multitask. Number 8, plan your distractions and figure out how to avoid them. So hopefully you can take a few of these and apply them to your daily life. I know I definitely can, and I use a lot of these, and hopefully you will too. So that's what I got for you today. If you like this episode, please share it with somebody that can benefit from this, somebody who is a friend or family member, somebody who has goals and is trying to improve their lives. So thank you again, and let's get it in.